I feel like it went by pretty fast. I wouldn't want to say like obsessively fast, but at a very like great pace. And I feel like the reason why it also went so fast is because of like, we had a steady meeting every Wednesday, we had a steady timeline every Friday, we had a steady meeting every Sunday, and it was a very great experience because trust me, I had another job like outside of SYEP, and I really had to maintain my time like to a T. Like I had to maintain my time. Like I appreciate the flexible schedule, but in my head I didn't really have a flexible schedule because I know there's certain things that I had to do like outside of this, and then I had to carve out this time to get the work done. And being a part of being a part of a program, like this is not just like a summer program to me, because somebody asked me, like I always get asked like, well, what am I doing for the summer? I said I have a strictly internship online, and then I have a job in person. Like it's not like, I just do this whenever I feel like I have free time. I just have to get that done. No, I leave my job, and when I get home, I shower, and then I have another job. Like it's just always go. And I feel like it really upped my time management and my scheduling up like a couple notches, because when I go back to school, I feel like it's gonna help me so much, because then there's class, work, and I have to study. Homework has to get done. I feel like it prepared me mentally that I'm gonna have to still like program myself on that same type of level that I program myself to make sure I got everything done for this job exactly how it's required of me. So I feel like it was a very, very good experience. I enjoyed it. I never really had like, where would I ever go to have an opportunity to manage a content calendar for a business? It was great. It was honestly amazing. It was a very good team. Like I enjoyed every meeting, seeing everybody's work. Like she drew the drawing that she made with the cape and everything. Like I can't sit down and draw that. I definitely cannot. Definitely cannot. I cannot do those 2D animations. That's not my expertise. To be able to be a part of the program and to like play my part and see everybody's work, it was great. It was great. I enjoyed it. The support, I feel like it was definitely there. Like whenever I needed something, the response in the email, like I never really had to really like go out and email much to like really get my job done. But whenever there was like a very quick question when I just started, Melissa was always quick to respond. I never really had to wait much to be like, okay, like I can't go without doing this email. Like I need her email to like respond to do my work. Like it was never that instance. When even this morning when I emailed you about the videos, I got your message and I was like, oh right, the content, I could go to like to YouTube, get all of my stuff, and I was like, okay, so I need all of my work to be done before 5 o'clock. And the support is definitely there. I didn't have any type of issue with the support, and I never once felt like I don't know what I like. I have no idea what I need to do, and I have nobody to turn to. Like it was never any. It was never. There was never a moment like that. And even when it comes to our meeting on Wednesdays, it was just like, I know if I had any type of confusion, any type of questions, I could just ask my question. It's never that atmosphere where you feel like, oh, I don't really want to ask this question because I don't know how she's gonna it was never a moment like that. So I feel like the support was definitely there. There was no problems. It was amazing to with you too. It was a very, very good experience, and I wouldn't have ever imagined partnering with another site throughout my summer internship. It was great.
I'm happy that I learned how to navigate on WordPress so that it could be good on my resume. As weeks go by, I started to get used to it and understand what SEO was. I'm really happy I got to learn how to use WordPress. The process, it was pretty challenging, and I'm glad that I was able to be challenged so that I could grow to become a better writer, because you got to start somewhere. They did give me a lot of advice on my writing. For me, I did have a lot of support. I always emailed Melissa and Miguel for help if I'm struggling on an article or if I don't have any idea for an article. They gave me some tips.
One thing I feel like is that in a way, I feel like I wasn't really expecting it to be like too kind of business like, if you know what I mean, because of my past experience kind of doing online last year. It was like, it didn't seem like we was kind of being taken seriously as if this was like an actual like company where I was working at last year. But this year, I feel like I really learned a lot, and I feel like I really grew as a person, and like my work ethic has really changed a lot. One area I feel like I grew a lot in is my time management and my responsibility, and just like in a way making sure I'm doing the right thing, and like checking up, like not being nervous to like check up and make sure I'm doing everything right. I feel like those are a few things that have like really changed for me, because at first I didn't have any of those qualities or whatever. Like I feel like I was just being a silly little high school girl, just doing whatever I want. You know what I mean? Just having fun with it. And working here, I feel like it really like taught me responsibility and maturity. That I like that, because I feel like it really taught me to advance my work speed. Because when I started out, I feel like I was working a lot more slower, trying to like adapt to like the changes in my work and stuff like that. And I feel like it really like helped me quicken up the pace and become like more able to just do what I'm doing quickly. One thing I feel like working in a team, it's nice working in a team, because it doesn't feel like you got everything on you. Like you have your coworkers and stuff like that. Even me and Valerie, like behind the scenes, like me and her, we would like work together, talk it out sometimes, and just like question, like try to learn and grow together. Basically, we both really changed a lot, and it grew us a lot more closer than before, being able to like work together and just like. Because sometimes I would ask Valerie like certain questions. I'd be like, hey, do you think I'm doing this right? And she'd be like, yeah, you're doing it right. And it was nice because like I wouldn't immediately want to go bother you, because it's like ask 3 people before you ask the main person, because you got a lot to do. So I was like, let me ask Valerie just in case. If I can't figure it out, then I'm gonna ask. I feel like I really did. Like, I feel like I would come to you and you would answer my questions straight away, and you would also like help me resolve like issues. For example, like the issue with my column tab, that it really stressed me out, and just like knowing the fact that you were able to help me like that and just like solve the issue for me, it really made me realize like, yo, I can rely on her like when it comes to like for help and stuff like that. One thing I would tell them is to definitely do it, because it will really like grow and like help them as a person, learn to be more responsible going forward, and it would really change them, I feel like, in a way that's better for them. Because even now I feel like I'm my best self like after working here. I really do, because like I've changed a lot. Like I've even started with some of my summer work for school. I had no intentions of starting that early. But yeah, like I feel like it really did like teach me a lot when it comes to like growing and just like managing my work better. I thanked you before, but I really want to thank you again, because I feel like you really have like helped shift me as a person, and like really just fix my work ethic and everything like that. Like I feel like I'm the more mature version of myself now.
Yeah, just the whole like process. It was in the beginning, I was a bit confused, but like it became quite easy, and now everything's like smooth for me. Last year when I did the content calendar, I didn't know like how videos were created, and how how they were created. So this year is like it was interesting to learn how to make a video. It was actually quite fun also, and it was actually quite easy. So I guess learning in depth about how to create a video, I guess adding titles and hashtags and all of that. Because like I said, last year was just I was just putting things into the calendar. I wasn't really like actually like in depth learning about like how they're creating all of these videos that I'm putting in the content calendar. Like having the experience was truly nice. It's quite good because when you're when you're coming to a new company and you don't know how it functions and it's brand new, I feel like it's really great to like do things slowly, break it down, make your employees understand and have a better perspective on the company itself, the role that they're doing and what they're supposed to do. So I think it's amazing and great. I'll say like a skill that I learned is multitasking, like huge on that. Like doing since I've been like going back and forth with like different accounts, I feel like multitasking is like a huge thing. Another thing I learned is I guess like organization, because like organizing, finding like old videos. And another thing I'll say is I guess learning how to like create videos. There's that. So that's another thing I learned. Definitely. From both Adam and you, whenever I'm facing issues, you've emailed me in a quick pace, fastly. Whenever I'm having, issues just in general. I've got emails. Whenever I'm having like problems or there's like an issue. The flexibility is really great. Yes, I love that, to be honest. For a company to give us our own schedule, I think it's a really good thing. Like I said, it was an amazing experience. It was great. It was quite fun. It was a nice experience. Thank you so much.
Like Roba said and how I said in the last meeting, I learned a lot about business, what I was really interested about, something completely different. I got out of my comfort zone and focused on something that I always had on the back of my mind. Like I try to get different experiences that I know I won't get in my regular life. I try to take every opportunity I get, and I learned a lot of stuff from B2B. I had no idea about that, and like so many other stuff, like nonprofit, something that you hear so much and you might think is, oh yeah, I know the meaning of that, but I really didn't. And that's, I think I grew as a person. I really did.
I do think writing like for like this company like helped me to improve writing articles. So I think that was helpful and good. They were really helpful, and their feedback really helped me to improve. And like the suggestions both Melissa and Miguel left, like I was able to revise according to those suggestions. But yeah, they were really helpful, and because of them I was able to like improve writing my articles every week. Melissa, I feel like in general she's really nice, and I feel like her kindness was very like welcoming to me, because like as a leader she was also like very, like I don't know how to explain, but she was really kind, but also her skills, like she has really good writing skills, and like her revisions, like feedback really helped me. I remember in one of our meetings you said how a problem is not a problem, it's a challenge, like you can overcome it. I think that really stuck to me, because it made me feel like, it made me understand that nothing is impossible. Like I can't overcome something, nothing is a problem, rather it's a challenge or an obstacle that I can overcome. Overall, it was a new experience for me, and I actually learned a lot. Very glad I was able to have this experience.